and welcome to Musicology and the News. I'm your host, Alison Kaufman, and today's story comes to us from Cambridge, England, where a local rector has incurred the wrath of one of her public. First, a background look at our subject. Reverend Alice Goodman is an American from St. Paul, Minnesota, and she lives in England with her husband, the British poet Geoffrey Hill. But Geoffrey is not the only poet in the marriage. Alice was educated at Harvard and Cambridge in both British and American literature. Her connection to music comes from her several in-depth collaborations with composer John Adams. John Adams is a Pulitzer Prize-winning American composer born in 1947. His music is minimalistic, and he is often regarded as the most famous and influential composer living in America today. He has written orchestral and chamber works, experimented with electronic music, and most notably for this story, written several operas, all of which are performed often today. This is impressive in and of itself due to the fact that most opera companies tend not to produce modern operas, as they do not bring in the audiences that Mozart, Wagnerian, Puccini operas do. Alice Goodman wrote the librettos for John Adams' first two operas, Nixon in China and Death of Klinghoffer, and also collaborated with him for a year on his recent opera, Dr. Atomic. Nixon in China is an opera in 3 acts depicting President Nixon's visit to China in 1972. Characters include the Nixons, Chairman Mao and his wife Chang Qing, Premier Chu Enlai, and even Henry Kissinger. The Death of Klinghoffer, his second opera, depicts the 1985 hijacking by Palestinian terrorists of the Italian cruise ship Achille Lauro and the subsequent murder of Jewish retiree Leon Klinghoffer. Dr. Atomic tells the story of Robert Oppenheimer and his creation and testing of the first atomic bomb. Alice's librettos and contributions call upon modern stories of modern events, and now she finds herself at the heart of one herself. She may be world known for her writings, but in Cambridgeshire, England, she is known as the rector of several parishes. She has come under fire not for her literary gifts, but instead for her apparent disregard of her religious obligations. An anonymous reader wrote to the local paper in Cambridge regarding a fascinating bumper sticker on Reverend Goodman's vehicle. The bumper sticker read, WTFWJD, which is a play on the ever-popular What Would Jesus Do? Her bumper sticker apparently stands for What the fuck would Jesus do? Please tell me that's getting edited out. Okay, great, thank you. The letter to the paper stated, "The Bible says, but above all, do not swear, either by heaven, or by earth, or by any other oath, but let your yes be yes, and your no be no, so you may not fall under condemnation." As you can imagine, this sort of debauchery makes big news in England. The good Reverend has responded without apologies, but instead has offered the apparent approval from higher-up members of the clergy. Apparently, her bishop knows of this sticker on her car and has offered no rebuke at its presence. Also, she has said that the former Archbishop of Canterbury has ridden in her vehicle with that sticker on it and has had no issue with it. She claims that the bumper sticker is, and I quote, "not blasphemy, but vulgarity." She says she has used it to point out the hair-tearing quality of this world of ours. Alice says that if you truly wish to confirm her faith and spirituality, you should look at the other bumper sticker on her car. This other bumper sticker has a quote from the 6th chapter of Micah, which states, "Do justice, love kindness, walk humbly with God." This has been a news briefing from Musicology and the News. Please subscribe for more information on music today, music yesterday, and, well, bloody well, music in general.
Musicology.